with the Mag 7 being on sale, which two outside of Apple and Microsoft would you consider to invest in that, and at what price?
Number one, let's go with Meta. Shout out to Zuckerberg and that rebrand. The onesie at the wife's party was crazy, but kudos to love. I like Meta at 538.46. Elon, you got to go get you a little Black Lives Matter hoodie or something and do a rebrand. Like
At what price?
At 538.46.
Hmm.
And then I like Tesla at 190.29. Tesla needs a whole rebrand, and Elon needs to. I know he won't, but he needs to get off this Kanye train. So they've had the deepest fall of the Max 7. You know, it's bad when Germany said they're done buying Teslas, and part of that movement started in Germany. It's tough. Like, you cannot offend a worldwide audience with your neo-Nazi favoritism. So, but at 190.29, I think there's some incredible value there. I don't know how long the company will thrive given his leanings over the last 4 or 5 months, but 190.29 is a price that I like Tesla. For all of you who be like, yo, what happened? You all giving prices on market joint stock club. But for this week,
so you like so what about Tesla? What makes Tesla something that you like?
Yo, I'm just giving the two out because they're gonna be like, well, you always do Apple or Microsoft. I'm not pro MAGA or pro racism. Clearly, I'm a black man in the United States of America. And they've had the deepest decline, I think, from the high through this fall. I think they've fallen 51%. Yeah, so they have the highest probability of
you said,
going up.
But you said 120. You said 129, right?
190.29.
Oh, 190.29. All right,
190.29.
All right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, 129 would be crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, that's a hell of a fall.
So do you think that is going to get hurt by the administration's anti-EV policies?
For sure.
And tariffs.
What? I mean, the guy didn't they put the Cybertruck and the Model S in front of the White House over there?
Richard Nixon would never. Mitt Romney would have never. George W. Bush wouldn't. What? We turned the White House into a damn car show?
That was crazy.
Cool. I've said this from the very beginning. I give it 18 months. So we got 15 months left to that relationship is good. And I said it before a couple years ago. I think it was a mistake from them to leave that luxury brand to go to pricing for all. Profit margin, word of the week, matters a lot. And when people are underwater in those loans for the car, and now you have dealerships being vandalized because of racist sentiments by white people, which is fascinating to see. It won't do well for the stock market. So whenever you're running a publicly traded company, it helps a lot to not add weaknesses and threats to that SWOT analysis, and he's doing that, it seems like, every month. Is there value there? Yes. Would they be as dominant as they used to be? I don't think so. I don't think the appeal is there anymore. But at 190.29, I like it. I like it a lot.
You got two. I had Meta, so I'll switch it up. I always throw an extra one just in case you say it. But I like Meta. I mean, you didn't say Nvidia, but I feel like that's kind of the obvious, right? Like, yeah, Nvidia, it actually got to a point where I was like, I gotta grab it. It got down to 107 was my number. It got down to 105, so we grabbed some shares there. Obviously, we saw it shoot up. Big week for them with GTC happening this week, big announcements, and then Thursday they got the big quantum day. So that should be one of those catalyst events. We'll see how the market moves. This isn't a Mag 7, but it should be. I think when they reclassify this thing, I know China has now dubbed their stocks the Fab Four with Alibaba, Tencent, Baidu.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, they're Fab Four. I'm gonna put Netflix in there. I'm gonna put Netflix. It actually got down to a price. I wanted to see it get down to like 853. It got down to 870. So we grabbed some shares there. I mean, upgrade after upgrade. We saw what it's doing in terms of live events. Shout out to the Netflix family.
I was like, hey, y'all
they invited us to Monday Night Raw. We got to see live events in person. state of the art, just a classy service. I mean, it was incredible, and the Netflix team took care of us. I'm not just saying it; we actually witnessed it. But you saw what happened during the Super Bowl. You saw what happened with the NFL and deals with them.
Yep.
ESPN is now about to lose UFC because Netflix potentially could come in. I like Netflix long term. I like them short term too. That pullback that they just had, they ran up to over 1,000, got down to 870. I think it was a great grab at 870. I took some shares there. So those would be my two.
Wait, UFC is going to do the pay-per-view events through Netflix?
There's some talks. Just talks.
Oh my God. Well, I'm a smart TKO group. All right, Emmanuel, I'll see you.
TKO has been going great. Like if you watch that since I believe when Dwayne Johnson and The Rock is one of these guys is just like a sleeper. If you look at what he's done inside the spirits world now, what he's doing inside as an advisor for TKO, that stock has been moving on the up and up since the merger.
Doing a great job.
Yeah, it's one of those sleepers. But yeah, man, we got to see it firsthand. It was like, all right, I get it. This is something. This is really something.